All right, everybody, welcome back to the Xavier Klein Coaching Journey series here on Madden 25. We are trying to conclude the end of this 2028 season to see where we stand as a coach, right? Do we move on? Do we find another team? And I think for me on my end, my goal is probably to see if I could stick with this team and build it out for one more season. And we'll speed it up along the way. The Titans had a pretty good year last year, making it to the playoffs, and they just fell kind of short there. And now we're in a situation here where we've had a little bit of a hangover, and the team has faltered to 3-9. When you look at the roster of this team, right, it has not been great. We've had some problems here in some areas. The running game, for example, has not been as strong. With the injury of Braylon Allen in the beginning of the year, that really messed up kind of just how we would flow this team, and it's been really rough. The wide receiver core, led by Brian Thomas Jr., who is our big acquisition in this offseason, it only has 4 touchdowns, and he's got about a little over 650 yards receiving. It's not been great. Poe has got 6 tutties, but less than 500 yards this season. So the passing game just has also not found its way. Defensively, I think we have found our way though on this end, and I think we just need to find the right scheme. With how we have it set up right now, there are certain players like Yaya Diaby that we may not see next season because we need to make room for other players to get involved, like Matt Lewis or Henry To'oto'o, to kind of really build this team out. I think the linebacking core is pretty solid. The defensive line, in my opinion, isn't bad as well. I think we brought in Kenny Clark and Jonathan Allen to help us up in the interim, but we have to think about, could we make better decisions at this point? So today we're just gonna try to see where we can sim and jump in. We got a Colts game here where they're 2-10. We got Raiders and Cowboys coming up as well. So my goal today is to just kind of, like I said, just jump in, see where we stand, and hopefully we can kind of make it work there. This team has a lot of work to do, but I'm all right with it. Let's see if we can rock maybe some of the color rush stuff right there. Let's jump in. So we'll jump into the moments, see where we stand with it. But yeah, the team's got a lot to work on, man. We're struggling quite a bit. Ollie, though, has had an okay year, but quite conservative. 2,100 yards, 14 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. But we need to find the right scheme for this young man, and the new OC for the future is definitely something I'll look at, and we'll kind of play it by ear along the way. Love how this team is playing right now as far as the youth in this group, but the record definitely is not reflecting our efforts. So we'll go back to the drawing board here, and the hope is that these Titans kind of find their way for one more season with us. After that, we will move on, find another team, see where we can build some things out, and hopefully continue to succeed there. The Titans organization definitely has a lot of work to do, and I think they'll find their way. But let's jump into this here. Looks like it is 3rd and 2. We'll jump in real quick, kind of see where we stand here. This is the stuff where I actually do like it. So to the next play, see what happens here. 3rd and 2, 6:50 left here in the first quarter. At the 31-yard line, shotgun spread set. Motioning over the tight end there. They rush 4. Got time, throws it to the flats. It's caught by number 88. That's Price. So I decided to let the rookie get more time there. Ray has actually moved up the list. Okonkwo's has not been extended. And I think my goal with that is to allow us to just kind of let the youth kind of get involved here. Mathis, I believe, is also getting some reps in the outside zone right there. He's going to take off. He got smoked immediately on that one, a 2-yard gain. Jenkins lit him up. Trips left. Shotgun set. Defense coming out. They're going to go for the same run play. There goes Mathis again, taking off with the speed. He's going to get the first down. Mathis with 2 carries for 14 yards. Love to see that right there. Great run by Mathis for an outside zone. Pistol set here. Looks like we got 2 tight ends set. They're going to go for an outside zone. And there goes Spears, able to run. He gets about 3. Like I said, when I look at it too, I think the rushing game dynamic totally changed when Braylon Allen was injured. Trips tight end left, rushes right up the middle. So we don't have that thumper on the backfield, and Estimate definitely is not it. Hopefully next season Allen will stay a little healthier. Probably have Mathis or Spears rock the first 2 down set and then kind of go from there. They rush 4. Oh, Holly tried to get it to Poe. It'll be 4th and 2 right there. Unfortunate. 4:44 left here in the first quarter. Let's see what we got here. Having a reliable kicker like Brandon Aubrey is definitely nice. The special teams aspect is not my concern, and when you have a not so great team, you got to work through that. But I like, we just got to continue to build this team out where we can. 5-yard line. They're going to return it to about the 27 there. There goes Anthony Richardson. We'll speed this back up here real quick. Go back to play the moment, see what happens. 4-yard reception to Jonathan Taylor. Knocked away by Roger McCurry. He's a great nickel corner. Richardson rushes, but they can't do much there. They're going to punt this off. Burris returns it. No. Spears with the 5-yard gain. This is 2 on that one. 3rd and 7. 29-yard reception right there to BTJ. Mathis with no gain on that one. Holly gets it knocked away by Burris. 3rd and 12. Holly throws a 12-yard reception. It'll be 1st and inches. And then there's a penalty against the defense. So we keep it rolling. McMillan, who I made the slot corner there. I wanted to get him involved a little bit more. I think he's got some promise. So the more we work through that, the better there. I need to know what we have in this group. Single back, deuce close. Ollie sees something here against this 4-man D line. Throws it to the flats, and it's caught. BTJ, good pickup right there. Hope we continue to lean on this reliable receiver, man. Single back, deuce close. Spears in the backfield. Play action here. Throws it over to the flats. Gets it over to the tight end, but there is not much room for Ray at all. No gain. Wide bunch left here at the 31-yard line. 2nd and 10. Here's in the backfield. They rush 4. Holly's got the time. Throws it right up the middle there. Gets it over to BTJ. Can't fight off the DB, but it'll be 3rd and 2 to 23. Single back, deuce close here. Defense. Corner line. They're going to hand it off. And nowhere to go for Spears. Got smoked. 4th and 1. We're going to send out the field goal unit. And that's my thing, right? Not having a good power back has been rough for us. And I hope Braylon Allen can be that 2-down guy. And then we throw in Spears on the 3rd down back. And then maybe even throw in Mathis in another spot there so that Allen isn't out there all the time. But we got to figure this part out because I'm definitely recognizing that my scheme needs it. What a return right here by 84. It takes it all the way to the 45. And that's some moves right there. Gotta respect it. Great return. 6-yard run right there for Jonathan Taylor. 2nd and 4. 4-yard rush right there. 3rd and 1. And they lose the yards. Defense steps up once again. That'll be a touchback right there. Ollie gets sacked by Leatu Latu. 4-yard gain right there by Tajay Spears. 3rd and 12. 28-yard reception for Russell Poe. 1st and 10 right there. Cody Price getting involved. 6-yard gain. 5-yard gain for Tajay Spears to get it back to 1st and 10. Incomplete pass. 2nd and 10. 8-yard rush right there for Mathis. So we're looking at 3rd and reasonable here. This is what I hope to see. Let's go, young man. Let's get it done. Shotgun set here. Spears in the backfield. Tight end off the right side of the line. Motion out Spears. Throws it to the out route, and it is caught right there by McMillan. There you go. 1st and 10 here. Wide receiver stack close left. BTJ on the right side. Mathis in the backfield. Got a motion BTJ right here. That time. Throws it underneath to BTJ, who just kind of goes for a possession catch. 5 for 51 today. 2:20 left here in this half. Single back set. 2 tight ends off the left side of that line. Spears in the backfield. They handed off on the week's little delayed handoff there. Spears 11 for 37 today. This is another thing, man. I'm like, he didn't cost us that much to sign him. So it's like, although he's got 3 years left on his contract, you don't necessarily have to stick with him. We can still retool it, maybe trade him, get some picks. We'll figure that out. Trips left. 3rd and 6, they get the screen off, and there goes Spears getting the first down. Goes out of bounds at the 10. So that's the thing. Spears is a very good like a 3rd down back. Spread set. Mathis in the backfield. Underneath. Oh, he got clipped. Price got killed, man. That's a little welcome to the NFL moment right there, huh? Shotgun bunch left. Spears in the backfield. They're going to motion the receiver there. Right underneath. Gets it to Spears. He's going to try to fight for the first down. He'll be short. 3rd and 1. At the 2-yard line. 3 tight end set here. Clock is ticking. Spears in the backfield. Ends it right up the middle. And he's in. Touchdown. Tennessee. Great blocking up front. And that's the thing, too, is I felt I really built up the O-line in a good way. I think we got all the right pieces there to really show, like, hey, we're going to be fine. The quarterback will be fine. We just got to get the right scheme. And the more we get that going, I think that's going to show that these Titans will be ready down the road there. 1:07 left here in the half. Hold is good. Kick is good. 13-0 there. So good drive. 14 plays for a little over 5.5 minutes there. Really can't be upset with that. We'll kind of keep it rolling here. See what happens. So kickoff right there by Aubrey. Robert Grimes with the touchback. 1st and 10. Fumble recovered by Frank Burton for 24 yards. You got a Brandon Hawley pass right there for 6 yards. Jalen McMillan drops a pass. 3rd and 4. We'll try to watch this real quick. Maybe we will see something here. 41 seconds left here in the half. Pistol set. Tight end off the right side of that line. Price is on the left. He's got time. Throws it to the right, and he misses his receiver by a freaking mile. That was a tight end. Holly's got to get his passes better, man. He just kind of throws it a little too much there. Tough one there. But it is 16-0, man. You got to be happy about that. That's how you roll, baby. 16-0. I don't know if we have to watch too much more of this. I'd be happy to move on to the next one. Maybe check out the Raiders, see what we got there. But 30 seconds left here. I do like our defense, man. I could say that. Speed it up. Just get us to the next quarter. The next quarter. 19-0. Yep, I think we got this pretty much in the bag. 19-7, 19-14. Ooh, so the Colts almost caught up. Tennessee closes it off. We get our 4th win of the year. I'll take it, man. Woo-hoo, we needed that. From a stat standpoint there, when you look at the Titans, 20 for 30, no touchdowns. 19 for 81 for Spears, 8 for 38 for Mathis, 6 for 60 for Thomas, 4 for 29 for Price. Latham with a sack. Got 5 tackles for loss. Had Murphy with the sack, half a sack for Dugan and McFadden. Pass deflections there. We had a lot of guys getting involved. I love that. The defensive side I'm really proud of. Hoping against these Raiders we can kind of keep this moving. I'd love to see a win streak happen here at the end of this season. So here we go, going against the Raiders in their house. We're going to try to speed this up where we can, because I'd like to get us further into this thing here and kind of conclude this season. We'll kind of analyze where we're at and talk through what can happen here. Tough season. Continue to reiterate, I didn't expect us to falter like that, but something happened to where our team just stopped clicking. Don't know why, but our guys just don't look right. Gosh, that guy's shirt's all messed up. What's up with that? And his hat. So, let's see, why is Max Crosby playing special teams? What in tarnation? That is insane right there. We'll keep it rolling, see what happens here. Halfway through. 3rd and 2 here at the 30-yard line, so the Titans are within range here. More than likely, there's a shot at a field goal here. Let's see what we got. Single back formation, 2 tight ends off the left side of that line. Wide receiver stack right. Spears in the backfield. They just hand it off to Spears. Spears trying to find his way, and he gets tackled almost immediately. Injury on the field, though, number 31, but that's just the common thing with Spears, man. I feel like you need another guy that can really break tackles. You know, kicking in a dome, though, for Aubrey. No concerns there. If he has no issues, open air stadiums, the dome's going to be very easy. So we'll take that one right now. They're going to return from the 5-yard line, 10, 15, 20, 22-yard line. Good job right there by the special teams. We're rolling. Happens. Big 3rd down. Let's go ahead and keep watching. Ooh, defense needs to keep it rolling. 1st and goal at the 4. Uh-oh. Shut this down here. Let's see what their red zone looks like. 2 tight ends off the right side of the line. Shotgun set. You're going to hand it off to 29. Plenty. Easy run. 29 just... Oh, you're going to get a whiplash. Mike McIntyre into the end zone there. And the Raiders have taken the lead here. 6 and 7. That's another team that I just can't believe the Raiders continue to have problems there. You wonder, where will our next move be, right? After the Titans, where would I like to go? There's a couple teams that I think would be really fun to kind of work with. But I don't want to go to a team that's, you know, already great. Rather build it up. Defense needs your help. There was another pick, huh? Another pick. 10-3. Big field goal. 10-6. 2-minute drill. See what you guys got, man. Come on, fellers. Down by 4. They got to go 86 yards. Single back formation. 2 tight ends off the right side of the line. Play action here for Holly. He got smoked by Tyree, and it lands into the hands of 47. Pick. Oh my gosh. Who's not paying attention to Tyree Wilson, man? What the heck is that, dude? That's insane. Gonna let it roll there. They're gonna get any. Oh, we got the ball back. Nothing happened, it looks like. We'll keep it rolling here. Keep it rolling. 17-6. Entering the 4th quarter. Is 1st and goal at the 2? That's not bad right there. Let's go, young man. 9 minutes left. Whoa, that was a lot of clock that went off. What the hell? 1st and goal here. Spears in the backfield. Chewing the clock. They're going to pass the ball. Throws it underneath and gets it to BTJ. There you go. It's been a while since we thrown a passing touchdown. We'll take that right there. Yeah, great block right there. Was that on Crosby? Someone got smoked. They're going for a 2-point conversion, down by 5. Shotgun bunch left. Spears in the backfield. Moves it to the flats, into the hands of Price, and we are down by 3. Take what we can get right there, man. That's a good one on that one. Taking it from the 3. And he'll be down at about the 24 there. Okay. Keep it rolling right there. Don't sweat it. Let's see what happens. 4th and 10. Raiders punt it off. 5:59 left here. Let us do a key moments. Once again, game is on the line. Make the big stop. Game is on the line. Looks like they're going for it on 4th down. Ooh, we are down by 8, folks. No timeouts remaining. Ooh, it's going to be fun. Let's see what you got here. Holly setting up here for a shotgun bunch right. Defense with 5 on the line, it looks like. They rush 4. Holly's in trouble. Max Crosby can't get him, but the other defender does. Easy sack right there. The D-line knows they just get to eat. Holly's got to sit back and try to throw it. Checks it down to Spears, but that goes nowhere, man. 2 picks today for Holly. Trips right. Holly looking around, and he gets sacked again. The interior just collapses. 20 seconds left here. This is it. 4th and a country mile. Holly throws it off his back foot, and that will do it. And they just ate, huh? That's pretty much what that looked like. Tough one there. The Titans lose. We're going to head to the next one there. Now it's the Cowboys. So for the Cowboys game, we're going to kind of skip that. Just kind of move on here. Get us to the next thing. I'd like to see maybe the Broncos game. Watch a little bit of that. Be half of it to kind of go through. Definitely tough, right? You know, you hope that kind of get that going there, but that's him. That I wonder if that did it. But we'll kind of skip the Chiefs game as well. Looks like we lost. Oh, we won 31-20. So the Titans get that there. We fall to 5 and we move up to 5-10, and we lose to the Chiefs 35-21. So this is a game here where what I'd like to do, knowing it's at week 18, right? And knowing we ain't going nowhere, right? We're not going to the playoffs. We're going to go sit on the couch and have to think about our problems here. I'd like to try out some guys. Let's see if we have someone here at the bottom of the depth chart that maybe deserves some opportunity, and we will see them kind of develop, you know, or as an opportunity to develop, right? Practice squad players usually don't try to throw in now, but I'm wondering, right, with the defensive line, could we give some reps to Matt Lewis and kind of see where he stands there? So we're going to check out the depth chart real quick before we jump into it. I'll probably watch the second half of the next game. So Holly, we're going to keep there. I'm going to let Mathis start. Kind of do that right there. Wide receiver core, I don't want to roll with that. Maybe let Wimbley get a couple reps over should get McMillan there. Gaddis hasn't really done much. Got to see what we're going to do in that space. Defensively, we're going to go ahead and let Braylon Trice get some reps there. Burton's been playing pretty well. Let Wall kind of take that. Looks like an injury did happen. We're going to go ahead and let Matt Lewis get involved there on the opposite side. That works out. Special teams wise, Wembley's there. Specialist, McMillan. Let's get Gaddis go back to the slot. Kind of see what we got there. Spears will play third down. Where he's playing fine. Like to see Booth get more involved there. And I think I'm cool with that. So we mixed it up a little bit. Let's see where we stand in this upcoming game here. The Titans, you know, hopefully we can finish the year off on a good note. I'd love to see a win here because it gives you some hope, right? Hope that this team isn't too far away. And in my opinion, I think we were just a scheme away. Once we changed the players, I think the scheme needed to change, and we got to figure that out. And hopefully with the new OC, we'll do that. Holly, 3,000 yards, 20 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. Just lets you know how stagnant the offense has been. So you know the offense is dying for some type of incredible new shape there. On the defensive side, I think we actually got a really good crew. We just need more picks. And that's my issue right now, is I'm not seeing a whole lot of interceptions there. Blitzing and stuff also needs some work, and I think that's why I also have to think about, hey, we're probably going to have to change some of the scheme. I think the defensive line has been fine, but Kenny Clark and Jonathan Allen are really here just to kind of be fillers. I got to figure out how to truly build that team out. So defensive tackles could be something on the list there for the draft. We'll keep it rolling right now and just kind of get us to the next half there. Looks like first quarter take the lead. Nothing's happening here in this half. They're down alert once again. Nothing's going on, folks. Yeah, keep the drive alive. 3-0 Tennessee. And this is, just let one more go before we can get to the offense maybe. 3-0. 8:37 left. Not a whole lot going on here. Just both teams fighting. Both teams that are not so good. Really trying to see if they can get their 6th win. Bo Nix ready to roll here. Trips left. Defense coming out in a 2-4 mug. They only send 4. Nix is looking around. Throws it right up to the freaking end zone. Number 82, Chris Olave, who we traded from the Saints. We sent him away. Had him go a little closer to home where we could. And what a play right there for Chris Olave. They have taken the lead here with about 8 minutes left in this 4th. 7-3. Hoping we can be better on this one. Let's get it done, guys. Let's better. Broncos are going to go ahead and punt this off. Take it from the 5. The 20, 25. Nice little move right there by Wembley. He's going to be down. Oh, that might have been Gaddis. Down to about the 29 there. Okay. Here we go. Shotgun set here. Tight end off the left side of that line. Holly making a change there. They send 4. Throws it right underneath, and it got bounced off the head of a D lineman. 2nd and 10. Shotgun deuce close. Defense with 5 on the line. 7 in the box. They're going to motion Ray from left to right. That time. Throws underneath to Ray. Ray's going to fight for the first. He's going to be close. 3rd and 1. Nice try right there. 7:45 left here in this one. Wide receiver stack close right. BTJ on the left. Spears in the backfield. We're going to hand out to Spears. Spears going to... What a move! I thought he was donezo. We'll take that. Shotgun deuce close here. Defense coming out. Looks like a nickel wide maybe. Price motioning. Hands it off to Spears. He finds the hole. He's taking off down at about the 39. There you go. That's a great run right there. Trips left. Estime looks to be in the backfield there. 6:45. Gonna have time. Throws it. Just misses his receiver. Come on, Holly. You gotta be better than that, man. Shotgun bunch left. Spears in the backfield. 6:46 left here in this one. BTJ motioning to the backfield. Got time. Holly rolling out. Throws the ball away. Good decision right there. It'll be 3rd and 10. PS2 was on him. 6:41 left here in this one. Bunch left. Motioning BTJ. Left to right. Pocket right there. Holly's able to get out of that one, and he's going to take off and try to get the first down with his legs all the way into the red zone. Slides to the 13. There you go right there, young man. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Single back deuce close. 6:15 left here. Hands it off to Estime. Estime going against his former team. There's a flag on the play. He got the first down. And it's probably coming back, folks, for a holding. And it does. Sad right there. Caleb McGarry. He's on the opposite side of the line. Why are you holding? Going to repeat first down right there. 1st and 13 at the 17. Trips left. Price slotted on the left. Spears in the backfield. Outside zone there for Spears. Spears finds some room. Breaks the tackle. Gets to the 10. 5. And he gets into the end zone. So the Titans get it done on the ground. The running game isn't that bad here with this concept, right? It's the Carolina Panthers playbook. You know, we fired our coach in the middle of the year because it just was horrendous. But now I got to wonder, right? Do we keep this guy? Do we rock this playbook? I don't know yet. I think we need to mix it up later. But I got to think about that this offseason. Who do we bring in? Do we fire both coordinators and start over for one more year? Because the goal is to build this team out and hopefully see, them succeed even without me. Saints did pretty well without me. And it was, I think it's worked out there. There's Bo Nix, 35 passing touchdowns. He's a top 4 QB in the league for that stat line. Pretty good. Shotgun set, tight end off the right side of that line there for them. Hand it off, and the defense getting through it. 39, Carmichael. He's been an awesome, strong safety for us this year. I was really happy we drafted him because him with a combination of Bullock, I'm happy. So, like, our DB group is fine. I think we just got to work on our corners a little bit more. We'll figure that out. They send 5 there. Nix throws it away. And it'll be 3rd and 13 right here. 5:28 left here in this one. Shotgun set. Defense with 4 on the line. See how this group works. I'm watching Matt Lewis there. He's getting double teamed. Ooh, he got smoked. And he's going to take off with his legs. They'll slide, and that'll be 4th down right there. We need to figure out how to get that interior of the line going, though. That's where we're having problems. Once you start creating pressure right there, man, you're going to be fine. There goes Wembley. It's tackled at about the 30-yard line now. Titans have the lead here. Can they maintain it? Spears in the backfield. 2 tight ends off the left side of the line. Defense with 5 on the line themselves. Play action here for Hawley. He's got time. He's got plenty of time. Just checks it down there to Spears. And he gets about 9 there. I think the thing is the O-line's working. They just don't have any pass concepts that are getting there. Goes it to the flats. Nice catch right there by Gaddis. We'll get to the 47, 1st down. Titans fans can't wait to see this team actually pop off again. 3 tight end set, hands it off to Spears. Spears runs it up for about a 4-yard gain. 8 for 67. And our offense, rushing offense, is 23rd in the league, so I'm definitely paying attention to that, right? I want a better rushing game next season. Price motioning closer to the line there. They send 4. Throws it to the left. Nice catch right there by Gaddis. Gaddis is our slot guy. Think about that. 3:31 left here. 1st and 10 at the 39. Spears in the backfield. They rush right up the gap. He gets the ball off, though. And that's a nice catch right there by Jalen McMillan. Double wide receiver stack here. Defense is confused. Wembley's out there. Ollie throws it on the run. Gets it over to McMillan, and that's another 1st down. There you go. Holly finally feels good when we're freaking ending the year, huh? They're chewing the clock. 2:20 left here in this one. Hands it off to Spears. Spears finds the room, and he's getting into the end zone once again. Touchdown, Tennessee. Back-to-back drives getting into the end zone, and that'll be up. That'll put us up 2 possessions there. Great job by Spears. You love to see that there. And with 2:18 left, Titans look like they'll be able to finish the year off on a good note. The explosiveness of this defense needs to get better. I need to figure out that D-line. But we'll talk about the scouting and stuff as we move further into this one. This will be a series that will keep going probably until the next Madden because of the ability for me to kind of change teams and stuff. That's why I feel like I can continue to simulate and kind of work through it. I like kind of building teams too, so it gives me that fun there. Trips right there. Defense with 4 on the line. Send 4. Nix, no issues. Plenty of time, and he almost got picked off by 44. Henry Toto. I can't wait to get him on the field a little bit more too next season. I think Burton, the rookies, played well, but Toto's kind of earned some stuff too. They send 4 right there. Nix throws it on the pretty much the 3rd read to Mims, but I guess a 2-minute warning. 3rd and 4. Broncos defense isn't designed for these kind of like for explosive movements, though. They need chunks of yards. They're kind of playing little dink and dunk moves right here. Throw it underneath. There it is. And we keep him underneath. Wow, 82 has some speed. That's Olave. 6 for 80. Nice to see Olave starting to play better, though, man. He did not do that with us when we're on the Saints. We got a 2-4 mug there. Only rush 4. Almost gets to him. Throws it underneath. Gets it to Olave again, who's going against every Titan he can go. He can take on. 1st and 10 at the 32. 1:30 left here. Trips left. Nick's feeling it. He's trying to get there. Throws it to the flats. Gets it to his running back and goes out of bounds there. Carmichael. Gets that tackle there. Trips left. Come on, defense. Need you to attack. Looking around. Nix feels it. Sets his feet. Throws the ball away. It'll be 1:22 left. 3rd and 9. Let's see if this defense can hold up here. For one more drive. They send a delayed blitz there. Nix fields it, and there it is. Number 96, Matt Lewis. We got him starting today just to see what he can do, and it's nice to see. They sent another blitz. Nix throws a deep shot. Oh, wow. And that'll be a turnover and downs there. Yeah, so I would say that the D-line looks pretty solid on the edges. And there's Spears. He should get that first down. And for 94. What we need to figure out, though, is trying to get this team... draw play there. Easy first down, and that should do it. Spears finishes the year with a 100-yard game, so we'll take that. But, you know, I hope we can kind of work through that line. I think the O-line, I'd love to keep them intact despite their overalls. I think this is a very good team nonetheless. That group is fine. Wide receiver group, I don't really need to tweak much there. Tight end group, I think, you know, I think with Wiley there, I don't really need to do much there. The 3 tight end set is fine. Running back crew, I need to work on and kind of analyze with Braylon Allen, you know, ready to go next season. That'll be fun. Defensively, I think we got all the pieces as well. So, you know, we're not too far. I'm hoping Ollie kind of gets better. I need him to pass a little bit more, but we have a better running game. Everything else will fall into place. The defense didn't really have to do much, but Carmichael looked amazing. It's a really nice, strong safety there. 1 sack for Lewis. Pick for Carmichael today. Pass deflection for To'o. So, not a bad year, man. What we're going to do probably to conclude this thing, right? We'll talk through the stats, of course. But I'm going to talk about the staff. Season's over. Do we want to move on from a new staff? And I think we do, because I'm not seeing the right setup right there for my coordinators. Skoronski got hurt at the end of the year. Gotta look at that too. Looks like we got, wow, we finished the year, we got 88 points. We'll kind of work through that. What do we got here? 10% refund. So we can do that, just kind of get some extra points there so we can get a better staff. So we're going to go ahead and let go of Walt Davis. Wish him the best of luck. Get rid of Jim Nichols as we head to the next season there. You know, and kind of fill our staff along the way. So we're going to go to the wild card here. See where we're at, right? The Titans, of course, don't make the playoffs this year, although they made it last year, and we were looking good. It's tough. Looks like we got some storylines here. Maybe earlier in the year. What are they going to say? See that video around this morning? Remember back in camp, you told the reporter our identity was to shut down the run? Ryan Clark is roasting us. We didn't meet the goal. Feels like our identity, yeah, with the territory. Well, we'll figure that out. Like I said, the D-line tried to fill in spots there and didn't work out. Hopefully next season, ready to roll here. About our pass coverage, he mentioned that start of year predicted 8 interceptions. He roasted us. Yeah, why is Ryan Clark always killing us, man? That's messed up right there. Ryan Clark's mean, dude. Why is Ryan Clark so mean to us? Let's see what the next one is. Press conference here. Talking about our season. 10-11 win. Talking about you struggled. You promised 10 wins and we didn't get there. I guess you didn't know the team is... Ooh. Wow. That dude's rude. So, you know, I have an idea what I'd like to do next season. You know, the wild card is here though, and you know, other teams didn't make it. Chiefs, #1 seed. Eagles, #1 seed here in 2028. Vikings and Cardinals, Panthers and Commanders, Bears made it. Seahawks made it. Raiders made it. Texans, Jags, Jets, and oh my gosh. Incredible. So what I'd like to do here is advance it one more time. And then we're going to look at the transactions to see if there were any other coaches fired. I think that's key right there. So Steelers fired their offensive coordinator. Texans fired their offensive coordinator. Look at the Saints. Dave Canales is gone. So they fired that guy. Head coach for the Giants, Joseph Wells, is gone. The Niners fired their offensive and defensive coordinator. Look at that, Matt LaFleur. He got fired. McDaniels got fired. Wow. Brian Dable for the Bucks gets fired. Everybody getting fired. So what do we want to do here, right? Do we want to create a mastermind of staff here? We want to wait a little bit longer. See if we can find some other guy. Wait, looks like they had us hire somebody. Lamont Booker and Sam Rios. That's not going to happen. So let's see what we got here, right? Who is out there for the OC position? Got Jamie Rodriguez. What playbook would we love to mess with, right? Jared Mayo, Arizona's Gannon, Peterson, Stefanski, Shanahan, Chicago, Tim Brown. It's a West Coast spread kind of deal. I don't know. What other OCs are out there? Maybe we can see. Just go to all. Maybe there's somebody that's going to show us that they. I think I saw LaFleur, right? They're going to give him a chance somewhere else. We don't got a lot of space here, but when I look at someone like multiple zone run, McDaniels on the Dolphins, some motion stuff, and they do focus on speed. That's pretty interesting there. McDonald for the. That's actually a good one there. I'd like to do that. Mac Williams. We're gonna go West Coast zone run. I think that's pretty good right there. So the West Coast zone run, which I think is our scheme. We should be good there. I'd like to try that out. So let's. What the? Oh my god! I keep pressing the same thing. That's all me. Adjustments here. So we're gonna go West Coast zone run, which that's our fit already. So that's awesome. So all we got to do is switch it over to Seattle. I love that. Now the defense, right? Try to work with the 4-3. 4-3 quarters. I don't think that's us. So I want to see, like, okay, knowing that, could we change the scheme up there and kind of find another team that I think has a heavy defensive mind, right? Another DC. What the heck? And that's what I'd like to go for here. So as far as DCs are concerned, yeah, Martin Kelly, multiple 3-4 storm for the Patriots. Go Callahan 3-4 under. Go McDaniel. You can go Todd Bowles 3-4 under. I think the Todd Bowles one. Look at that. Blitzing linebackers. Ooh, this looks good. We're gonna hire Michael Gary. 3-4 under. Bucks defense. I love that. I love that. That's actually not a bad move for us. So now we're bringing in new staff that should hopefully allow these guys to pop off. And with a 3-4 under, no, that could be helpful for us. I think that could work out. So with our scheme too, looks like we're more of a fit for a 3-4-2. So I like that. That's good to hear. Now knowing, right, we got some re-signing there we're gonna have to focus on. I definitely want to see what we do from a roster standpoint, re-signing standpoint. And yeah, I think this is gonna be good. We'll kind of keep it rolling here and see where the Super Bowl is for 2028. So we are in the divisional round right now. We'll just kind of check to see where everyone stands, right? The Bills beat the Raiders. Ravens beat the Jags. And the Jets upset the Texans. So it's Bills versus Ravens, Jets versus the Chiefs there. Bears upset the Seahawks 21-17. Cardinals do the same thing to the Vikings 22-14. And the Panthers beat the Commanders. So pretty good setup right there. Definitely want to see where we're all standing. Nice to know, though, that we got our staff in order. I think that's the key part. That's one of the key components right there for the off season. You bring in, staff to help us out, and you hope everything works out there. We're gonna move to the Pro Bowl here, and let's check out the bracket. Where does everyone stand now? So the Chiefs are heading to the Super Bowl once again, but they're going against the Cardinals. So the Eagles freaking faltered. There's that draft pick, right, in Jadarius Fitzsimmons that took over for the Cards as they traded Kyler Murray away to the Saints. And I guess that was the right move for them here. Really interesting on that one. But Hurts did not have a good game. Looks like he kind of messed up a little bit rushing. Saquon had a tough game too. Trey Benson went off. So like the Cards have a good thing. McBride was the main target. Wow. So the Chiefs and the Cardinals going at it there. The Ravens continue to just become runner-ups in the AFC, man. When will they finally break the seal there and take it? That's tough, man. You hope that the Ravens find a way, but that's a little sad. Their Chiefs continue to do work. When you look at the Pro Bowl there, I don't think we have anybody in the Pro Bowl. You'd be surprised with how bad our team's been, but one can hope. I thought our guys actually started playing pretty well. We just gotta, we gotta put the pieces together, and maybe one day we'll see more Titans out there and a little more frequently. We'll go ahead and advance it here to the Super Bowl. See what happens here. So some yearly awards are up. I wonder if any of our guys got it done. So it looks like Mahomes was the MVP there. Coach of the year is Robert Saleh. Wow. Pat Mahomes, offensive player of the year. Doesn't look like we had any Titans there. Defensive player of the year, Max Crosby. No surprise there. Rookie of the year, Price almost made it as a tight end, top 4. Nice to see him on the list. Defensive Rookie of the Year, Burton and Carmichael were on the list. Top 10. Tough there. Best running back. Best wide receiver. No Titans there. No surprise on that one. Hey, we got some guys on the list, though. Look at this. Leighton Robinson and Evan Brown backups. How the hell did you guys get on the O-line list? That doesn't make any sense. Linebackers there, none of our guys. DBs, none of our guys. Aubrey, though, he was on the list for kicking. Stephen Cartwright beat him out, though. Tough one there. So we'll go ahead and advance it, and let's see who wins the Super Bowl, folks. Would it be the Arizona Cardinals? Will it once again be Kansas City Chiefs? Oh, please don't be the Chiefs, dude. This has got to be crazy. And the winner is the Chiefs, 7-time AFC champions, 5-time Super Bowl champions. Patrick Mahomes, again, another MVP. Golly, dude, why are we in this freaking universe? Tough one there. Cardinals, though, at least they made it. That's a pretty interesting one there. Looks like we got some storylines. Let's see what this is about here. Don't know why we're still talking to people. Let's see what's up. Hey, everybody. Let's talk about the next few months, Coach. What is your plan in this upcoming off season? Make a splash. Make sure to win the draft. There's no specific plan. What do you mean, no plan at all? We're happy with it. I haven't thought about it yet. I've been too busy to think about it. I'm interested to see how your players react to that. What, are they gonna be mad about it? Oh, are you mad about it, Doug? I'm not gonna worry about that stuff. Let's check out our depth chart. Maybe we got some guys that upgraded from a from a development perspective. That would be sweet there. Doesn't look like that's the case. Defensively, Dugan, Lewis, Crowder. No, doesn't look like anyone got a upgrade. Oh, that's sad, dude. I thought Burton would add a shot, but with this new 3-4 defense, maybe we'll kind of make it work there. The upgraded players are more than likely going to be the defense, the practice squad there. So kind of get that going in that space. So, you know, the mock draft, where do they have us going right now? We are pick number 7, and they got us going after wide receiver Ezekiel Hayward, 6'2", 233, which I love. That's a good size, a good dude, a good catch in traffic. We got BTJ who can do that. I think Poe's good on the outside. Gaddis as well. I don't know if I really need a wide receiver. Would love to get a defensive lineman. That's where I'm hoping, right? Maybe Trent Hoskins or something like that, or Brandon Burke. So we'll do our assessment on the draft down the road. But pick number 7 is not a bad spot to be at. As far as retirements for 2028, Jonathan Allen and Caleb McGarry. No, he lost our right tackle. Ryan Ramczyk, Jordan Whitehead. Vita Vea is retired. Juwan Bentley, Ryan Kelly, Okereke. Tyreek Hill has called it a career. Malik Hooker, DeMarcus Lawrence. Ethan Posick, Justin Tucker, Christian McCaffrey. Deion Dawkins, Devontae Adams, Nick Chubb. Ogbonnia Okonkwo, Mark Armstead, Tyler Lockett, Tyler Conklin, Jameis Winston, Ryan Allen, Zadarius Smith, Mike Hilton, Jack Conklin, Matthew Stafford, 20 years. He is done finally. Maurice Hurst, Joseph, Geno Smith. Oh, dang. So we're starting to see some guys leave. Oh, and Reed says, hey, man, I won too much. I have won 5 Super Bowls. I am done. So now the Chiefs are going to have to start a new venture there, right? Who is their new coach? Who are they going to have now, right? Wonder if they're going to announce that. It's their practice squad there. He retired, but they're not, I wonder who is going to get hired for the Chiefs. That's going to be insane. So we finished the season there. I would say from a stats perspective, right, it was not the greatest of years for the Titans. Brandon Holly finished the year with the 3170 yards passing, 20 touchdowns, 9 interceptions. Rushing 825 yards for Spears, so almost at the 1,000-yard mark. Receiving 914 yards. So Brian Thomas Jr. does not finish the year with 1,000 yards, but it looks like he has done more than his previous season. So I gotta respect that and be hopeful for Brian Thomas Jr. He's only going to be better. Russell Poe 671.7. So we're gonna have to figure out how to get all these guys going. I think the O-line did well, but with McGarry retiring now, we need a new right tackle. I think we got somebody here in Mac Jones. He was a backup, and you know, now he's gonna get that opportunity to be the dog. So, you know, I'm glad we drafted him, and now we got somebody there. We get to kind of assess on that one. Defensively, no one with 100 tackles. The fact that Burton had less than Crowder is insane. So we got to work through that. 13 tackles for loss for Larry Kaplan. 4.5 sacks for Miles Murphy. So I got to figure out how to make all these pieces work. I think we can move Matt Lewis back to the outside, toe-to-toe into the middle linebacker spot. And I think that will be good. If we let Yaya Diaby go, I think I could be okay with that, because I think we got a lot of good young players that could get that done there. I can't be upset about that. Matt Lewis, we're going to move him back. I think I can edit him there. So I'd like to see if we can get that edge going. So if we can get him over to right outside linebacker, I think that could work out. But Lewis, I need him to be out there more often. That's the tough part. Pass rusher, so he's a power rusher there. So I wonder what the opposites. I'm assuming the opposite side is a pass rusher. Kind of see if he's gonna be a better fit on that side. But we'll continue to retool this team and hopefully. Oh, that's speed rusher. So he's as close as he can get on the opposite side. I think we move maybe the other guy there. But I'll tweak this team along the way. But I think we got some good pieces, man. It was a tough year for the Titans. Not finishing the year off as great as I would expect. 6-11 is rough, but I think we got a lot to look forward to. I love building out this team, and with Allen coming back next season, we're gonna be okay. I think we got all the pieces to really be successful here, and we'll play it, rocking it, man. Matt Lewis and Dugan, Yaya will be gone. I think that's fine. We're gonna see Murphy out there, Gordon. I think this is where, I don't know, did I sign Kenny Clark for another year? I gotta look at that. I don't think so. He's 33 years old. Yep. So we don't, oh, maybe we did. Maybe we did sign him for 2 years. So Kenny Clark will be in the middle there. Nice to have a good veteran. Kaplan on the other side. I think that's going to be a good thing too, to get this D line in a good spot. Booth is, Booth right behind Clark. Gordon right behind them. And I think that's a good group right there. That's a good D line. Ball, he was a hidden development guy. I think To'o might have earned his way to be middle linebacker next to Burton. I can't not have him out there. I think To'o plays so good. I'm a big fan of To'o. I was a fan of him in the draft. I wanted the Giants to take him, so I think he could have been amazing there. But I think you get Burton there. I think that works out. So we'll kind of play that by ear. Hopefully this team continues to move in the right direction. I got to get new linebackers. I think the DBs are fine. Corners, I got to continue to figure out how to build out the depth there. Special teams, I still love what I'm doing there. Slot receivers, maybe Millen and Gaddis are it. I don't know if I signed Luke McCaffrey for too long. I think so. So he'll be here next season, but maybe we look to make a move, right? We got some pieces that I could potentially trade. Maybe someone like L'Jarius Sneed, maybe we move on from him, kind of continue to build out that DB, that corner, outside corner group there. I don't think the O-line needs much work because of this guy right here. I think Mac Jones was an incredible pickup for us. 6'6", 311. He's got all the right stats to be solid there for us. So him and J.C. Latham, that's a very good combo. So I think the D-line is not in a bad spot. We got some good guys there, and I'd like to maybe keep everyone in order where I can to make sure the depth of the D-line, O-line is so fine. Okonkwo, I think he is available for re-sign. So, we got to think about that. How long do we keep him around? Do we roll with Ray and Price being the true 2 tight ends there? Wide receiver group, not worried, but yeah, this is a good scout. I think we got a good team, man. I want to really make some moves in this offseason, kind of pop off, and hopefully we'll be ready. We'll advance it here, and this is where we will leave it. Re-sign period is up. We got 14 players up for re-signing, 91 million. So Dugan accepting his 5th-year option. J.C. Latham, he's up for a big contract. Okonkwo is up for a contract. Kaplan is up for a contract. Gaddis, Estime, Booth. So we got some guys that I'd love to sign and bring back. So we'll play that by ear, folks. Looking forward to this offseason for 2029. like I said, this is going to be a cool series because I'd like to kind of keep it rolling throughout this one. Hopefully can build a nice team here. That'll do it for us today, everybody. If you like what you saw, please drop a like, leave a comment, tell me what you think. Most importantly, subscribe to keep up with the series. I really appreciate everyone stopped by today. Y'all have yourself a good one. As always, oh, and for now, tighten up.